Namaste, Sarve Bhavantu, Sukhinaha. Let's take a look at the yearly horoscopes for the year 2026. The yearly horoscopes mainly are influenced by the major transits of the planets which spend more than a year one in any sign. There are 4 such planets in the zodiac which are the Guru, Shani, Rahu and Ketu. Guru spends 1 year, Shani is for 2.5 years, Rahu and Ketu spend 1.5 years in each Rashi. This year Saturn is not going to transit, so Saturn transit will not be of much importance. Rahu and Ketu transit only towards the end of the year, that is the frag end of the year in December. So the main planet which is left for this year for the transit is Jupiter. Jupiter this year is going to have a very special transit which has not happened in the last 10 years. Jupiter will actually begin the year with his presence in one sign, and then he will transit to another sign through the mid of the year. And he will go retrograde and go back to the sign from which he transited. But this year it's going to be a special way because Jupiter will begin the year with retrograde. He will become progressive in the same sign, and then he will transit to the next sign, and without going retrograde there he will transit one more sign and he will go retrograde and then come back to the previous sign. So there are 2 retrogrades and 3 main transits, 3 sign changes happening this year for the Jupiter, which is once in 10 years phenomenon. So this year there is going to be a lot of activity, lot of changes. By the time we have actually realized this change has happened, the next change has already started happening, and the next change will also not be very long-lived. So let's take a direct look at what is it for all the 12 moon signs. These transits are based on moon signs, so you need to check your chart and know the sign or Rashi in which the moon is present in your horoscope. And also this is not based on your birth date. Date of birth is not what gives you the moon sign according to the month. That is Western astrology. And whatever results we have given here are transit based, and we have not taken into consideration your chart. You need to get your chart checked, and the combined result of your dasha bhukti and the transit is going to give you the results finally. So all of you must get your charts also checked for dasha bhukti. And we do not conduct any online courses, coaching or counseling or consultation. Beware of frauds and imitation. So let's take a direct look at what is it for all the 12 signs of the year. For Mesha, the 3 powers through which Jupiter is going to transit are 3, 4 and 5. In the 3rd bhava, you will have a lot of confidence. All the people involved with mass media, communication, politics and NGO type of activities and literary activities, groups, community living, all these people will benefit a lot from this. You can start your YouTube channel and become a star this year, and these results are only between January and June. Siblings will play a very important role, and relationship with siblings will get cemented. Between June and October is when you may have to stay away from your home. There is a property acquisition indicated, and also property legal matters might be settled. Court matters will turn in your favor, and also there is a lot of distance from family indicated because of work pressure, which means some of you may relocate or you may have to live away from home. For all those who are into real estate, irrigation, farming, gardening and nursery, etc., all these people will actually see a very big leap in your career. And towards the end of the year is when you will be ending the 5 years negative transit of Jupiter, and there is a dawn of fortune, which means towards the end of the year you begin a 7-year prosperity cycle. So for Mesha, this year is very hectic, lot of short journeys, staying away from home, take care of your health. For Vrushabha, the three bhavas which are affected are 2, 3 and 4. When Jupiter is in your second bhava, lot of prosperity at home is indicated, auspicious ceremonies, lot of religious functions happening, money is flowing in, and family will actually see very, very prosperous and harmonious times. So much of happiness in the family that you've never seen in the last 12 years. And when Jupiter is transiting to your third bhava, the same happiness is extended to your extended family, neighbors and community. Siblings will also play a very crucial role in your life. Your confidence will be the highest in the last 12 years. Communication abilities will improve. And for all those people who want to go on to social media presence, you can do it very well. People will be ready to listen to you and listen to you twice or thrice probably. So many views and likes will be there for you. Monetization can also happen. And when Jupiter transits your fourth house towards the end of the year is when your attention will be actually focused towards financial matters, properties, inheritance, assets, and also you will have to be dealing with litigation, tax, documentation, but all this will be in your favor. You may have to live away from home. Some of you may relocate, inherit some property, live away from home, or an acquisition of alternate property is also possible. For Mithuna, the main three bhavas through which Jupiter will transit are the first, second and the third. When Jupiter transits your first sign is when there is a lot of personality, introspection and transformation happening. Who you've been in the last 12 years and what you want to be in the next 12 years is what is contemplated in this time. Retrospection will end up in a lot of personality transformation. And when Jupiter is transiting through your 12th, second bhava between June and October, this is when there is a lot of auspicious ceremony, religious functions and get-togethers, lot of harmony in the family indicated. Marriage and happy living is also possible for those who have been already engaged. And when Jupiter transits through your third sign, that is between November and December, this is when some of you may become very, very courageous, and boldness of something not seen in the last 12 years is indicated. So some of you may take to social media marketing, and all those people who are already there will actually make a lot of progress. All those people who are into community services, business, politicians, literary activists, and also literature oriented lifestyle people, you will all make a lot of progress in career, as well as you will make money from your literary activities. For Kataka, the three bhavas through which Jupiter will transit are the 12th, 1st and 2nd. When Jupiter is transiting in your 12th bhava, you will see a lot of terminations happening in associations, friendships and contracts. So for some of you who have been running a particular business contract or a project for the last 12 years, that may get terminated now. You might have already seen the hints. Many friendships are going to be terminated because you are going to redefine who you are. You will have to do it by the Jupiter's influence. Many friends will leave and you will leave many friends. Solitude to be actually accounted for, and also there will be a personality transformation beginning which will define what you are for the next 12 years. And this personality transformation, which began between January and June, will be completed between June and October when Jupiter will transit your own sign. You're trying to establish a new you to yourself, your family and to the society. Criticism will be faced about all your actions and thoughts for the last 12 years. All this will have to be dealt with. And when Jupiter transits your second bhava through the end of the year, between November and December, is when you will gain a lot of harmony and a lot of support from your family. This is when you will be able to actually respond to all those criticisms you have been facing, but Jupiter will go retrograde and you will have to wait for a few more months before the actual influence of your family can actually kick in. So for Kataka Rashi, this whole year is going to be only about your personality transformation. For Simha, the main transits are 11th, 12th and 1st house. When Jupiter is transiting your 11th house, there is a lot of goodwill from everybody around you, money to be gained, and a lot of contacts. Your contact list will actually double or triple, lot of wish fulfillment happening. But when Jupiter transits your 12th and 1st bhavas, there are a lot of terminations of friendships. Many people leave you, you will leave many people, and you will redefine who you are. You will have to be more spiritual, and Jupiter will see to it that you become a different person for the next 12 years of your life. These transformations will now begin. If it is based on spirituality, well and good, otherwise there will be a lot of criticism which will have to be faced with a lot of fortitude, even in your workplace as well as in your personal life. For Kanya, Jupiter will transit through your 10th, 11th and 12th bhavas. When Jupiter is transiting through your 10th and 11th houses, there is a lot of progress in career, status to be gained, reputation to be gained, money inflow, but with a lot of challenges in career. Career will face actually a lot of challenges, and also personal relationships will go through a lot of turmoil because you become very socially active during this period. Contacts will double, too much of demand on your personal time will be accounted for. So you need to tell your family to be prepared for this, else they may get upset with your busy schedules. Towards the end of the year is when all this rush and hurry will actually get settled, and you will get a lot of time with your family, because many terminations in friendships are seen towards the end of the year. Many people who are not really of your type or your spiritual nature will leave you, and you will also terminate many friendships because they do not match up your standards. Money inflow, which happened when Jupiter was in your 11th house between June and October, will actually leave you when Jupiter leaves that house. So for Kanya Rashi, the beginning and towards the end of the year, there is a lot of prosperity, but towards the end of the year, there is a huge expense. So this was what was year 2026, and there will be many other smaller transits happening through the year, which we will be talking about, not for views, not for subscription, but it is to actually spread the knowledge that is there in our ancient wisdom. Our ancient Vedic astrology is actually the best in guiding even the business and personal lives. Talking about the remedies, chanting of the Bhagavad Gita shlokas are the best remedy. Chanting of the Bhagavad Gita shlokas, Shravana, Manana, Patana, Lekhana, any of these or all of these will burn away all the karma of the past lives, how many ever lives it might be. When the past karmas are burnt, the grahas will not actually cause us any distress at all. And when once we are in the path of Bhagavad Gita, there will be no distress in future. So Bhagavad Gita is the best remedy. Chanting, following Bhagavad Gita and understanding it is the best remedy. So these were the remedy part. Wish you all a very, very happy year 2026. And beware, we do not provide any online consultation, counseling or coaching. Beware of frauds and imitations. Sarve bhavantu sukhinah. Shri Krishna vijayate. Stay tuned to this channel to know more about the other grahas which may bring in very, very beneficial results to you all through the year, so you can manage your business, finances, personal life, marriage and all career prospects and every other aspect of your life, including your health. Shubhamastu. Shri Krishna vijayate.